All right, everyone. Good morning. Um, I believe everyone can see on my chat, and you should also be able to hear my voice right now. All right, if you can see and hear, all right, me just drop a message in the chat box. Let me just know. If you can see my screen and you can hear me, just drop a message in the chat. Just drop a message in the chat box if you can hear me, please. Apologies for that. Can everyone hear me, please? Let's just. Please let me just know that you can hear me. Let me just know that my audio is coming through. All right, I think my audio should be coming through now. All right, so let's not take too much of our time. We already started quite late. Apologies for that. Well, let's just go straight into what we, have for the day. John Paul, thank you so much. All right, so good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's market review session with us at EasyFX Academy, and let's just look at the charts together. So basically, as I'm sure you know, we are just here to look at the charts, look at to just give us, a sort of overview of what we expect, in the markets this week. All right, for some indices, for some, currency pairs, just overall, an overall buyer, so to speak. All right, for this week. All right, so for example, if by the time we're done with the analysis, we expect a certain commodity to buy. All right, then as a retail trader or as a scalper, all right, I might expect that you want to go to the lower time frames, for example, or you want to look out for buy entries based off of your own entry criteria. And if at all you are a swing trader, then you might be able to, make good use of the swing trading, availabilities that might be seen here today. All right, so let's just go straight into the charts without taking too much time. This is chart of DXY. I remember saying that last week I was expecting the dollar to get weaker. All right, even though at first I just expected the dollar to get weaker, and then we'll get some level of strength later on. All right, though throughout last week, basically got to see the US dollar tank. All right, not that much, but we still got to see a drop. So what then should we expect for DXY this week? What then should we expect for DXY this week? Now I think that we should see some level of continuation based off of that, but let's just look at it together. Let me start from the daily time frame. All right, if you notice, basically what we have here is a sort of range, or since the price has not broken above this high or below this low around here. All right, so we have this sort of range on the daily time frame. So let's look at this. Let's see if we can work out anything from where we are right now. So this is the current pivot that we're seeing a reaction from. Let me just mark that out. Right, that current area is where we're seeing this drop from. Right, so I'm going based off of that. I think we might still get to see this guy drop a little bit. But I think we might get to see a sort of sell to buy scenario. All right, a sort of sell to buy scenario. Now, I cannot say for sure if we're going to actually see the US dollar break or the DXY break above this high. All right, maybe this one that we have here, this around 110.158. I cannot say for sure we're going to have that, but all the same, I think we can work out for something towards this end at least. All right, let me still see. I'm still going to try my best to fine tune that. Let's see, will that give us anything there? Then let's just put this to. So this isn't the confirmed trend line yet. All right, for the general rule of thumb is I should have at least 3 good touches, price touching your trend at least 3 times before you confirm that trend line is actually one that holds. All right, but all the same, I think we might watch out for something like this week. All right, so a drop towards this region, then maybe we get to see a push towards the upside. All right, but at least today, tomorrow, I think we should still get to see DXY give us a little bit more of that drop towards the downside. Yeah, more of that drop towards the downside. All right, so all that is clear for DXY. If you are looking at it from a daily time frame perspective, though, I believe we should still get. Yeah, I believe we should get to see some bullishness from daily time frame rather perspective. Sorry. So we've seen this already, right? That I already been taken out. So possibly we should just get to see another retracement and then continuation for the buy. So that's it for DXY. I won't take too much time on the indices today. So let's go straight to BXY, the Great British Pound Currency Index. And I think for this guy, I think we're expecting some level of weakness from this guy last week. We didn't get to see that clearly, but all the same, let's see. Let me check the daily time frame first. All right, again, you can see that we have this sort of range around here. All right, something like this around here right now. So let's see. I still believe we should see this guy tank. We should see BXY tank. I still believe we should see it drop a little bit towards that end. I'm coming. Sorry. So just give me a minute. I think we'll see. Because again, this is just liquidity that is resting towards the downside that price hasn't at all even neared yet. Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. So let's see. I would prefer to stop on the 2-hour time frame, but let's see what happens when maybe price comes. Let me come back to the 4-hour time frame now. So I want to see price give us this little bit of a push. Possibly we'll get a short, reaction towards the downside from here. So let me just confirm something on the daily time frame again. Yeah, so something like that. So we might get a reaction, or let's just use the line chart to see if we can pinpoint any region that would be of interest to us more immediately. Okay, which I think should be the wick of the candle that we were just looking at on around that wick region. So something like this is what I'll be watching out for. All right, on BXY. So I'm expecting pounds to get stronger a little bit. All right, possibly that will end today or tomorrow, and then we get to see a drop in some more. All right, so let's go on AXY rather. Australian dollar currency index. Let's see daily time frame. Okay, this 4 hours. So I think I will still want to go with this current bias I'm seeing on my chart right now. But let's just look at it together a little bit more. Okay. Okay. So for me, there is a substantial enough, pool of liquidity resting around here. Let me just draw that up quickly. Right, we have some liquidity resting around this high here, right, which ultimately I'm still expecting price to come to take out, and then we get to see a sell from here. All right, but for now, let's see. For now, I think we should just watch out with this. From where we are right now, we should just get a drop towards this side. I do not believe that, though overall, from the higher time frame, you see that this guy is just looking bearish overall. All right, but I don't think we should just get that full movement towards the downside from here. I believe that at least price should still possibly want to take out liquidity from this high before going down. All right, but all the same, I think right now, from what I can see on the screen, from my chart, we might just get to see price, continue bearish. So for AXY, I am currently bearish. I'm currently bearish on AXY. All right. Safely, if I want to just be cautious, I think that bearish bias will last till, let me see on the 1 hour time frame if I can see. Yeah, so maybe at all, if I'm going to be just very, very cautious, that bearish bias, so that will last till somewhere around here. All right, somewhere around here. But all the same, I think overall I'm quite bearish on AXY. So that is clear for AXY. Quickly, we just look at CXY and JPY basket, then we can go to gold and other commodities, right? So CXY, basically similar. All right, I think I'm just going to be bearish right now from here. Though I'm not comfortable with the amount of touches we've gotten from this region here. All right, I'm not comfortable with the amount of touches we've gotten from this region here. All right, that gets to tell me rather that we've had some level of quote unquote fight. All right, when price got there. All right, so price has gotten there once, resisted, second time resisted, third time, fourth time, multiple times right now, resisted from that same point. So that gets to tell you that point truly is strong. All right, but all the same, I'm not necessarily comfortable with the reaction. But all that being said, I think I'll still be bearish on CXY this week. All right, I'm expecting a weaker Canadian dollar, or at least for maybe I should not say for the whole of the week, all right, but at least Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on how the market moves rather. All right, so last but not least for today, we'll look at JPY basket, and I think I remember saying we're expecting a sell to buy. So this, JPY basket, we'll see that happen fairly well during the course of last week. So this week, I believe. Sorry, give me a minute. All right, I believe we should still see a form of continuation of that. This support wasn't taken out at all. Let's see. This is even on the 1 hour time frame already. Okay. So we have so many we have so many interesting points I would love to pick out here. So looking at this, I can easily mark out like 4 or 5 POIs already. All right, but I will look at the what should I call it? I'll look at the one that we can actually pick out as the origin, right, of the move that broke this previous high here. Right, so we're seeing that price was bullish from around here, right? Low, high. Let me just mark that out so that you understand what I'm saying. Right, low, high, higher low, all right, higher high. Should I use that? Let me start. Let's use this one. So low, all right, high, higher low, right, higher high, higher low. All right, so this was the last high around here that was taken out. So let's look at this a bit better if we can find the move that actually got that to happen. And like I said, one of the reasons why I said you can pick out many regions from it, because you have a lot of what do they call them now, rally base demand zone sitting in many places here. This is one. There are many that are overlapping in this region. There's another one here. All right, you'll be able to pick up even this one here. All right, like I said, so many that you might be able to pick, but preferably I would use I'll prefer to go with somewhere this one here. All right, and my current analysis will be based, or me picking that rather will be based on the fact that I'll be expecting all of these to simply become points for liquidity to be swept from. All right, so you have this one here, you have this one here. Right, so I'm expecting that eventually price should still drop, sweep all of those lows, and then we get to see a buy from there. Alternatively, I think because of what I can see right now, I'll be more comfortable using my fib. All right, so I'll just put up my fib and pick up this region here. Yeah, I'll just pick up this region here. All right, and again, we still have a good enough amount of liquidity to be swept from different lows in different places. So this would be my buy region on GPY basket. So basically, what this means is that this week I'm expecting this guy to still give us a little bit of a drop, and then we'll continue for the buys overall. So all that is clear for the indices. I know we're taking about let's say about 10 or so minutes on that. So let's just quickly go into the main guide, so to speak. So let's start with gold. Let's start with gold. Let's go to, okay, this is already on 4 hour time frame. I wanted to let's go to the 4 hour time frame. All right, so let's see. Gold overall, where everybody knows we're bullish, right? Overall, we're massively bullish, and due to that, I am tempted to just tell you, just open your MT4 or MT5, just press buy, use the previous low as your stop loss, and leave it. But I will not do that. That's for financial advice. So let's see if we can get in re-entries. If we can get rather re-entries that we will be able to use. I think this was the candle that was made here. This was Friday's NFP candle. So going based off of that, this was the other block that price neglected. Right, this was the other block that price totally neglected eventually. So I think for gold right now, what you might be watching out for rather, would be possible buys from anywhere here. So we're going to see that that point basically right now possibly turns to our breakout block, right? So we're expecting something towards the end of a drop back into there, and then we get our buy. So basically you can watch out for buys on gold from anywhere between 2886.87 and 2873.82. Again, 2886.87 and 2873.82. All right, so if you are maybe if you are going to the lower time frames like the 15 minutes or even the 5 minute time frame, possibly you can just watch out for tangible rejections from the lower time frames before taking this trade. But I think we should be watching out for this to happen. Again, what we're basically working with here rather is a breakout block, right? So we're watching out for the buy, the current continuation for the buy anyway, from around there. All right, so I hope that is clear. That'll be my current POI for for the buy continuation. If at all I get that re-entry, right, on gold. All right, so let's move on. Let's see UCAD. I remember last week I was quite bearish on USD CAD. I didn't expect the sell to go this far. All right, I didn't expect the sell to go this far, but still we got to see that. So for those of you who were able to capitalize off of the trade ideas and off of our market review last week, I congratulate you. For those who missed it and did nothing with it, I still congratulate you. All right, it's better to keep your money than to lose it. All right, but I don't think if you came for last week's market review, you would have lost. No, I don't think you would have lost. You shouldn't have lost. You shouldn't have lost. All right, so this is a range I'm currently seeing here. I'll prefer to watch out for a break out of this range first. Even though right now this guy is giving me the vibes of, I'm possibly still going to drop. All right, but okay. All right, so let's work with this for the meantime. Let's work with this for the meantime. Do we have any correlation to see now? The issue is this guy is giving me, yeah, let's use this. So again, you notice that most of our analysis here, we're doing them on the higher time frames, 4 hour time frame and stuff. So if at all you are a scalper and you might not be able to use the parameters given by given on the 4 hour time frame for your stop loss and your entries and stuff, I expect that you can go to lower time frame and then work based on your own entry criteria, to take up the trades. All right, so for USD CAD, I think we should just get a little bit of a push towards the upside, just a little bit more. I'm expecting a sell continuation anyway from maybe somewhere around here. All right, I'm expecting a sell continuation. However, this for me is a very, very stubborn support, a very, very stubborn support. Let me mark it out somewhere around here. Right, it's a very, very strong support. Right, so somewhere around here. So we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 or 5 touches on that support. Right, that gets to tell me that that's a very, very strong support. So I want to see that support being broken eventually, and then price sweeping equity from those relative equal lows at that point. All right, but for me, I think this week you can just watch out for a buy at least up to this point. Preferably, you can just work with the 50%. All right, which should be around 1.44, 1.44457, 1.44457. All right, for the sell. So I'm just expecting price to at least come into this, come a little bit more into this zone. All right, that'll be my sell POI. All right, and then we get to see the drop from there. All right, in case at all you might be, what's the word I want to use? You are a more conservative trader. You might want to work with, just this candle here. You might want to work with just this candle here, which is between 1.45031 and 1.44478. However, the reason why I am not working with that, right, because I'm using a simple supply, or the supply region that we will be having now from this drop base drop. All right, so this region basically I've marked out is my current base. All right, so if you're asking me for my overall POI, coordinate for my overall POI right now is between 1.45031 and 1.43853, 1.45031 and 1.43853. All right, however, you can watch out for re-entries, also your own entries from the 50% to be very, very safe and secure. All right, you can just watch out for your entries from around that 1.44453 or so region. All right, 50% of that whole region. So that basically is it for USD CAD. I'm watching out for sales this week. So buy to sell scenario is basically my current bias and my current outlook. All right, next up is GBP JPY. So GBP JPY, yeah, last week we were quite bearish off of this guy. Again, thankfully we got to see that drop. So let's see what exactly should we then be watching out for this week. Okay. So we have a lot of interesting guys to mark out this week. We have a lot of interesting moves that will possibly happen this week. I think we're supposed to have I'll have to check, but I think we're supposed to have CPI this week. I think Wednesday. I am not sure, but I'm guessing that should be a thing. All right, but all the same, let's see. Nope, this will not work for us. So overall, let me just say that before we move on. Overall, I'm still watching out for this guy to continue towards the downside. But I want to see where we can get our re-entry, for the sales from. So I think we should expect rather this eye. All right, so I just actually confirmed the CPI should be on would be on Wednesday rather this week then. All right, so let's see again. So definitely we will be having a live stream, or FX Center will be having a live stream for the US CPI release. So expect the link on the group during the earlier hours of Wednesday anyway. So let's just quickly go on for JPY, for GBP JPY rather. So this is one eye that I'm watching out for. I will not be picking you. This is the next one I will not be picking you too, sir. This currently is so to speak an attractive position I'm watching out for. So let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. So if you have any commodities anyway that you want us to look at, I don't think I'll miss many people's commodities, but if you have any commodities you want us to look at together, let's drop them in the chat section and let's look at them together. All right, so for GBP JPY rather, sorry, I was about to say JPY basket. For GBP JPY, I think this is what I'm working with right now, a buy to sell scenario, sell region of supply zone, all right, whatever you want to call it, between 190.581 and 189.892. Again, 190.581 and 189.892. That'll be where I'm watching out for the sales from. Simple move that I'm expecting, just prices. So this I enter this zone again. This is a drop based drop. All right, supply that we've gotten to see, and then we should get to see our sell continuation. Overall, what we're seeing on the overall time frame basically is that this guy is still bearish. All right, so I'm just going with that overall bias and working that with what we are seeing. Okay. I said something very interesting now, but I am choosing to turn a blind eye to it. Or should I not? Should I not? So just give me a minute. I'm trying to confirm a very, very, like I said, something interesting I just saw right now. I'm just trying to confirm it. Maybe I'll just go to the 1 hour. I'm gonna stick with this. All right, so this is what I'll be watching out for right now on GBP JPY, GBP JPY. So I hope that is clear for GJ. Let's go on to GU quickly, GBP USD. GU. Wasn't it? Yeah, this was, I think it was a buy that we're watching out for. Yes, this was, yeah. So we're watching out for this buy. And why I mentioned that we should watch out for this buy, I think we should at least take our stop our buys from around this previous candle around here. I think I gave that a lower time frame, but all the same. All right, yeah, GBP buy from last week market review. Very, very simple thing. All right, we just had price trying to fill up this void, so to speak, that was left behind, or that was created rather during market open. All right, so let's see what we should then be watching out for on this guy this week. I don't mind. So let's move you away. You can leave it there, but still, let's move it away. All right, so let's see. Can we extend this? Let's just leave it for the meantime and see what we can work with. All right, so I'm actually going to be very, very cautious on GU right now, especially as it relates to giving us a general bias. All right, because what GU is currently doing, or what, let me explain it like this. So, for our time frame, we're seeing that overall, these guys telling us that we're bearish, right? You zoom into what we have as local structure, or the most recent structure rather. You're seeing that this guy, however, is bullish. All right, and we've seen. Let me come to the 2 hour time frame. So we've seen that price has continuously given us higher highs and higher lows. However, we've seen this happen. All right, you've seen this happen, and then we got to see that after price made this higher high here. After price made this higher high here, what we had was a higher low. All right, and then we have something that is looking at least like we're having a lower, high right now. All right, and though to my eyes, a bit of it looks, something close to what you'd expect as a QML pattern, or a QML pattern rather, whatever you prefer to use. Let's see on the 1 hour, because I'm seeing a sell right now, but I want to confirm where exactly we'll be able to bump into, or sorry, get into that move. This is tempting me to go lower and lower and lower. Why do you want me to go lower? All right, let me just mark this one out here first. Let's come back. Yeah, so all right, so I'm just going to give a very, very short disclaimer on this right now. I'm a lot more suspicious about the current move I'm seeing on GU, a lot more. But I think since we'll just try to be very, very cautious on this, I think we can watch out for a buy to sell on GU this week. All right, so I'll be taking my buys at least up to this point. So this is what I'm watching out for right now. Something like this right now, and to be a bit more secure on that, let's see this yeah, so let's see if we call those here. Okay, so I think I'll just extend this a little bit more to accommodate this whole region here. Yeah, so I think this is what I'll just be working with this week on GBP USD. So buy to sell region, supply region 1.24762, and between 1.24762 and 1.24544, 1.24762 and 1.24544. So I'm watching out for a buy to sell, to happen off of this guy right now. So that basically is what I'm watching out for right now on GBP USD. So I'm just waiting for this eye to be taken up properly. All right, this current candle will be closed in about 50 minutes. Let me use the 4 hour candle instead of the 1 hour candle. So that should be in about 2 hours plus. All right, so it looks like that candle should close above that high, and if at all we get to see that, then price should continue towards the upside towards that region, then we should get our sell from there. All right, so how that is clear for GBP USD buy to sell scenario is what I'm watching out for right now. We'll go to GBP CAD next, then GBP AUD, then AU, EU, UJ, GN, ACAD, and others. So in case I've somehow not touched your commodity, as long as it's not EU, any of the ones I just mentioned, all right, you can just drop them in the chat section, and we'll just look at them together. All right, so this is GBP CAD on the daily time frame. I'm not sure if we talked about this during our last session. I really am not sure. So let's see what exactly should we be expecting daily time. Oh, okay. 4 hours. Let's see. So I'm going to work with this. Let's work with this, yeah. Let me see on daily time frame once more. All right, then if you look at this on what are the daily time frame I just came from? If you look at this on the daily time frame, all right, so again we have drop supply around here. All right, looks like price has already tapped into that region though. So let's see if we'll still have, or we should still get that possibility going. It looks like it. Looks like we should still get that buy. So let me go down to the lower time frame, maybe 2-hour time frame for this. I think I'm going to work with this for the meantime. I think this is similar to what we just saw or yeah, something similar to what we just saw on GU. Right. So let me just make that as clear as possible. All right, so this is what I'm watching out for currently on GBP CAD. The buy to sell also. Sorry, let me redo that. Yeah, so something towards this end. Supply region between 1.79207 and 1.78930. 1.79207 and 1.78930 is the current supply region that I'm working with on GBP CAD. All right, so how that is clear, let's quickly look at GA next. Let's quickly look at GA next. All right, so GBP AUD. Interesting. So price has found its way to recover all of this. So that's nice. All right, so let's see. Move you away. Interestingly, we are seeing. Let me see if we'll be able to see that maybe a little bit better on the 4-hour time frame. Right. So interestingly, we are seeing this whole region here, which for me would be the range that I'll be careful of right now. All right, so let's see, what should we then expect? So for GBP AED right now, this is very, very far off, and it might not hold as much. But let's just quickly look at something. Let me see the overall bias, then I'll know if we will be okay. It should be possible. We didn't get to see that clearly there, but let's work with this still. Right, so we're having something like this. I've seen that just single touch, very, very close to it already anyways. So let me move this right now. So I want to watch out for a break out of this range first. The bride, well done, boss. Thank you so much, Chief. Thank you so much, Chief. All right, so GBP, like I was saying, I think we're seeing a fairly serious range around here right now. I don't see a break out of that range first before I assume anything or pinpoint anything. But basically, what we might get to see this week might be this. What I'm currently suspecting this guy to give us is somewhere or something along this line. This would be we might just get to see price sweep this low. All right, just ever so slightly. All right, ever so slightly. right? Might just see price sweep this low a week, and then we'll see the push towards the upside off of this guy. So I think this is what I'm watching out for right now on GBP. I think we're closer to getting a buy again. We have liquidity towards the upside for prices still decide to clear up eventually. All right, so I think currently I'll just watch out for this move on GBP sell to buy. So I'm not going to give us any serious coordinate, but for your entries for this, I just watch out for a break. Now I'm going to how do I explain this now? How do I explain this? So the quote unquote basic understanding of an AMD, or one of the basic understandings of an AMD, you have something like this. So you have all these points here where you got to see the market was ranging, where we have our accumulation, right? And then we had price whining people, right? These are the manipulation. Why does it feel like I'm having a Jamaican accent? The manipulation. Don't worry. All right, so don't mind me. All right, so and then we get to see price eventually maybe move towards the upside, and then we get to see that'll be the distribution, right? So that's kind of what I'm watching out for. To happen right now on GBP, kind of, right? But I want to be very, very cautious. Again, I want to see price break. All right, then if I get to see a sweep out, if I get to see that this low is swept, that'll be a little bit more that'll give me a little bit more of a confirmation for this to happen overall, for that buy to happen overall. And again, I'm not expecting that the candle that closes below that point to be a body. All right, I'm expecting to just be a week. All right, so I want to see that this is just swept by just a week, and then we should get to see price going towards the upside. So that'll be what I'm watching out for currently on GBP AUD. I hope that is clear for GA. All right, let's quickly look at AUD USD. I think we've been on this call for quite some time, maybe like 30 minutes plus right now. So I know we are all very, very busy. So I'll try my best to rush up on this. So AU. All right, so let's see. This is for our pivot daily time frame. Do we have anybody around here? Nope. All right, so overall we're still looking at this guy to continue bearish overall. But we've seen that. Okay, let me zoom in. This is on daily. Very good. So this previous high here was taken out, but it was not a proper, like, it was not something strong, as you can see. Right, it wasn't something strong. And I got to that even after this I was taken out, we saw price came towards this. Ooh, very interesting. That might be a possibility. So you see that price came towards here and broke even this low. Very good. So what I would be expecting right now before price to continue towards the downside. So this high was taken out, this low again taken out. So I guess we'll just work with. I'm tempted to work with where we are right now, already on AUD USD. I'm very, very much tempted to work with that. All right, I think for me I might just work with this whole range here. So I'll explain what exactly I'm considering right now on AUD USD. So currently I'm just considering this whole point as a base, all right, or as a supply region. So where we got to see that price came. All right, so price broke initially, right, came back here, we got to see drop, came back again into it, we got to see another fair bit of a drop from there. So I think that zone should still hold up to some extent. All right, part of me is telling me to try my best to slim fit it. So let me just use this candle here instead. Or let's just use this doji here instead. Right, so let's just go with this. Right, so this is good enough. This looks good enough rather. So we can just watch out for something like this. I expect we should have AUD USD drop from around where we are right now. So current supply region between 0.63082 and 0.62885, 0.63082 and 0.62885. So that will be my POI for the sales off of AUD USD. How that is clear. Quickly, let's do EU, then UJ, and then after this. So I think if at all we have anyone that anybody has dropped for us to look at together, we'll do that. Right, and if not, we'll be ending it after USD JPY. All right, so let's see Euro USD. Let's go to the daily time frame again. It's still looking bearish. We still want to continue bearish. All right, but okay. Can we pick up anybody on the lower time frame? in the lower time frame. Hey, can we pick up anybody on the lower time frame? On the lower time frame. I feel like maybe if at all at a certain point in my life, not now, like if maybe in the past before it didn't work out, I might have gone into music. Maybe, maybe. But even as I'm saying that, maybe right now it's not seeming so. I feel like music is a lot, man. Music really is a lot. So let's see for you know what I mean. All right, for EU, this will have been like a very very nice spot to look out, for the sales to look at rather for the sales, right? But we're saying that price already came towards that region. Again, we had a drop, right? See that price already came towards that region and tapped. So you can see that this week, this candle here, just touched it weak, and a week it just got weak into rather that zone, and then we got to see that drop. So right now, he is tempting me to go lower. He is asking me how low can you go. EU1 is 0. So let's see 1 hour time frame. So let me just explain what I'm trying to look out for right now, rather on USD. I'm watching out for a good enough region that we can get ourselves in. All right. So overall, I'm saying that we have a possibility for price to still drop. All right, especially this week. All right, but I'm watching out for where exactly we can pick up those sales from 4 hour time frame. This looks very very interesting. Let's see, 2 hours. Do we have? All right. Okay. Oh no, we won't be able to use it. All right. So in cases like this where I might not be able to pick up any zone as cleanly as I would love to, the ever trusted, almost ever reliable Fibonacci, all right, be our go-to rather. So this would be current high for us to get that sweep from. So that's around 1.03610. That will be where I'll be watching out for a sweep from. All right, so basically what I'm just going for right now will be a buy, which is this, to a sell, which is this, and then this would be this would be my target, a very very conservative target on EURUSD. So buy to sell region for me will be around 1.03967 and 1.03803. Again, 1.03967 and 1.03803. Right, so that'll be what I'm watching out for currently on EU for this week, buy to sell sort of movement. Very very short, very very simple. So last but not least for today's session, USD JPY. So let's see USD JPY daily time frame. What is this guy telling us? It looks like we want to drop, but it looks again. Let me just confirm. Looks can be deceiving, especially on when it comes to trading. Looks will most likely always be deceiving. I don't know if anybody has experienced this on the charts before, where you get to see that you are seeing like a trade. All right, I'm not saying this to confuse anyone. This is just like a short story before we finish this stream, right? So you will see a setup, and it will look too good to be true, right? You are saying this thing should sell right now, but it looks too good to be true. It looks like so I just drew rectangle, and it means that price just enter this place and to start dropping, and then because you feel like this setup it looks too simple, you somehow just leave it, or maybe you don't make the best use of it. So maybe on normal, the way you'll be using 0.5 or one lot size, you enter that trade with like 0.02 or 0.05. Like, I don't really trust this guy. It looks too simple. It looks too good to be true, right? If at all you have been, experiencing that or this, I just want to tell you, next time, not count 5 lot size. Don't even use one lot size again. Not count 5 lot size. Why you go the fear? Why you go see set up the talk say it looks too good to be true? You see, until it gets too difficult for you to see. It must be difficult for you to see that zone before you actually know that this trade will go. That one is on the lighter note anyway. I just said I should give all of you Monday motivation. Me like this, I've not seen anybody that will give me motivation this Monday, but hopefully maybe as the day goes on, I will get my motivation. But for now, guys are on an old body. No matter how simple the trade looks like, no matter how unbelievable it looks, take it. What that can happen is that you will lose the money. And if you are practicing proper risk management, you will have already prepared yourself to lose the money. As long as that money is inside your MT5 or your MT4, or whatever, trading terminal you're using, just know that it's not your money anymore until you withdraw it again to another account that you can actually spend. It's not your money. So don't be afraid. It's just numbers. It's just numbers. $500 is just a number. But if you lose it, me, I'll laugh you. No reason now. No reason now. All right. So this is what I'll be, this is what I'll be expecting on UJ right now. I think I still want to continue believing that we should get a drop. Though from the daily time frame, what the daily time frame gets to tell me is that it's very possible, like what we can see right now, it's very possible for price to be holding from here. Let me just quickly draw that up. All right, then we'll go to lower time frame and we'll juxtapose both of them together. I don't know if that's how to use that word, but yeah, I've used it. Take it like that. So this is what we're currently seeing right now, right? This looks something very, 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 very similar to a job-based rally on the daily time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame right now, I think I want to see this high get being taken out. Rather, I want to see this high being taken out. If I want to pick any interesting points, for me, it's still quite far out for the sell. It is still quite far out, which is around here. All right, but one thing I'm currently watching out for right now is because I can see that we have FVG here, we have an imbalance, or here we have another imbalance here. So we might get to see price decide to take all of those guys up. So this is what I'm going to tell you to do. Very good. I've seen what we use. So this is what I'm going to tell you to do for UGA. So I'm going to give you one zone, or I'll give you two zones rather. I'll tell you what to do when you get to see price get into those zones. So for where we are right now, between 152.910 and 152.380, 152.910 and 152.380. That's the current zone that we're getting to see UJ residing in, all right, or reacting from. All right, and I'm expecting that we should get to see some level of buy still, all right, on UJ right now, all right, or at least today. So this is what I'm going to tell you to do. For one, if you're able to get a break and retest trade from here, all right, I think this will be a very, very good opportunity for you to work out with, especially if you're in scalper and entry from the 15-minute or even the 5-minute time frame. This will be something very, very nice for you to work out with. So what you can just do, all right, is to work with the 50% rather. That will be around 152.630 or so, 152.630. Watch out for buys from somewhere around there. All right, go to the 15-minute time frame or the 5-minute time frame. You should be able to get your entries for the buys from there. Now, for me, when I'm ready to trade break and retest, or when I'm looking to trade break and retest, I always look out for rejection candle formations when I get to see price coming to that 50%. So either I'm watching out for a very, very serious rejection candle, something that looks like this. In this case, it looks something like this. Sorry. In this case, it looks something like this. This will look like something like this. Something like this. Right, so when I get to that price comes towards that point, maybe I don't go to the 15-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame, I get to that this candle has been formed, then I'll be suspecting that we should get a buy, or that buy looks a lot more feasible. Alternatively, one thing that I've seen people use, or I think though I don't necessarily use it personally, but I've seen people use it is the engulfing candle formation, something like this. All right, so something like this. Right, so if you get to any of them on lower time frame, that might be a good enough entry, entry criteria, all right, for you. All right, but basically for me right now, I'm just going to give you this one. Just watch out for a break and retest, a possible break and retest of USD JPY from around 50%. Again, that's around 150. What did we call? I think 152.630 or so. All right, watch out for a break and retest from there. Then you might be able to take up your buys. All right, for the sales of USD JPY, let me see. For the sales of USD JPY. Again, sorry, so for that, if you're taking up your buy, your TP should be around here, 153.786, or it should be this previous support around here. So 153.786 will be where you'll be taking your TP for that buy movement. If you are good enough with it, you should be able to get at least 1/3 or 1/5, trade from that. For the sales, let's go back to that. For the sales, I'm looking at somewhere that will be a bit more lucrative for us to pick. And I'm going to use fib on you. So I'm going to use fib on this. So yeah. All right, so that means we'll be focusing on somewhere around here where we have this massive FVG left behind. So I'm going to go to lower time frame right now though to see if we can work out something still there. Right, because for me, I'm seeing this is again a form of rejection candle on lower on the 2 hour time frame. I would have preferred to mark out all that old guy and then extend it, but it also coincides with a drop-based drop. This will be the base around here. Let me show you on 4 hour time frame in case you're not seeing that well. A drop, this little candle base continuation for the drop, right? So it also coincides with that. But I think for now, working with this region that we just marked out on UJ on the 2 hour time frame. All right, so 154.993 and 154.440. That'll be my sell region on USD this week. 154.993 and 154.440. However, again, I'll tell you this. All right, when you get to that price comes into here, do not just take that trade anyhow. Don't just fly into the trade. Make sure you have proper entry criteria for any of the trades for any of the commodities that we've treated today. Make sure you have proper entry criteria. See your own entry criteria before taking those trades. And again, this week, practice proper risk management. All right, Valentine is on Friday, so that your babe will not that your babe will cry, so that you will have money to take out to spend on your babe. Practice proper risk management. Take the risk, but practice proper risk management. And I'm very sure let me not say you, we are going to have a very, very profitable week ahead. Thank you for joining us for today's market review session. Again, with us at EasyFX Academy. We should have some streams during the course of the week. The links will be sent to the group. All right, so those will be FX Center will be the ones on those streams. So definitely the links will be sent to our Telegram group. So just watch out for that. Be very, very active this week. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Have a wonderful rest of the week and God bless. Bye, guys.